How's the week been?
Good. So the weather has forced us inside some. But we're fortunate, got the facilities to practice inside, and I think just being a little bit cooler. We've been practicing in 90-degree weather the last 2 weeks before this, so I think getting inside, should help us maybe recuperate a little bit.
Matt, any update on the injury front at all?
None. Kim Webster has practiced, which that's been a positive. But other than that, it's status quo.
How's Jordan? He's taken a couple of hits the last 2 games, both shoulders, hip, chin.
I think he's sore. It's just normal wear and tear stuff. I don't think it's anything serious, but I think probably to a certain extent, everybody's a little bit banged up, and will continue to be that way. And you just got to do a good job managing your body and living in the training room.
I know his numbers are good and everything, but how's he operated the offense in your mind?
Good. To some extent, you can't look at the numbers, but walking off the field, I didn't feel like he threw for 442 yards. But he did, and so I just think he's done a good job of mixing it up. If you look at our numbers every game, you see 7 catches, 6 catches, 6. It's pretty balanced. So I like that. He's spreading it out. So he's not locked in on one guy. I think he's spreading it out.
As far as his decision making on RPOs, has it been up to y'all standards?
I think it is. I think every once in a while he'll try to make a play down the field, but just given Scotty's yards per carry, I think that lends itself to, hey, he's making the right decisions and handing it off at the right time, because Scotty's yards per carry is very efficient.
The last 2 times y'all been down there, I think both in night games, obviously very different circumstances, but do you feel this team is, better equipped mentally to kind of go down there and handle that environment, since a lot of them, especially on the offensive side, were there?
Well, I think some of them have some experience, but some of them don't. I think maybe going on the road and playing in Houston with this team certainly should help. It's going to be much louder, so we're going to have to be able to deal with the crowd noise, and there's a lot of things going on the road. But I think you just got to embrace it. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and enjoy it.
You guys as a staff have talked a lot about how much improvement you see in year 2. What have you seen from, now it's Coach O's second full year in his position, what have you seen from LSU?
Well, obviously they're the number 5 team in the country, and very, very good. I'm obviously impressed with their defense, and they're very, very good on all 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, and secondary. They're very talented, and then offensively, they don't turn the ball over. And they're efficient in the red zone. They score points, and they're a good football team.
How much of that do you contribute to it being year 2?
I think continuity is always good, and I think that's important. I think Coach Aranda does a good job, and I think anytime that you have continuity, to me, people get better.
Matt, Ed was very complimentary of you during his press conference yesterday. What do you remember about being on his staff?
Well, again, me being a young coach, I think there's always something you can take. He had tremendous energy, and I'm sure his players are feeding off that. Does an unbelievable job recruiting, and I think you can see that with the players that they have. So obviously they're doing their number 5 in the country, doing a great job, and he's done well.
What have you taken personally from that time?
Me personally, I think just the recruiting piece of it. I was a recruiting coordinator under him, and obviously learned a lot from the recruiting standpoint. They were a little bit ahead of the curve coming out from Southern Cal to here, so I thought there's a lot of stuff he was doing good. Maybe ahead of everybody else at that time.